places we loved are still saved on my map. Little gold stars across the city, every table, every street. The cheap motel, the long way back, the diner we found by chance. I tell myself today's the day I give it half a chance. One swipe, that's all it takes. One swipe and the whole map breaks. But I keep the little stars, I keep them where they are. The hotel by the coast, the table that was ours. I say I'll let it go, like saying makes it so. Then I save it one more day, save it one more day. Oh, I keep the little stars right where they are. I deleted the account, made it look like I moved on. Let everyone watch me wave goodbye and carry on. But the gallery's still full, where nobody can see you laughing in a doorway, still turning back to me. One tap, that's all it needs. One tap and the last of us leaves. But I keep the little stars, I keep them where they are. The diner off the highway, the room we never left. I say I'll let it go, like saying makes it so. Then I save it one more day, save it one more day. Oh, I keep the little stars right where they are. 'Cause deleting it for real would mean it's done, and a half-kept map still feels like somewhere I could run. So the pins stay gold, the folder stays the same. I'm not keeping you, I'm just losing the same old game. So I keep the little stars, I keep them where they are. The trips, the rooms, the coast, the roads I miss the most. I say I'll let it go, like saying makes it so. Then I save it one more day, save it one more day. The account is gone, I made sure that it showed, but the doorway's still there somewhere only I go. You're laughing where the rest can't see, and I save it one more day, just one more day for me. You called it caring, I called it noise. Every warning sign, I just lower my voice. You only know your side, I'd throw it back, like love was something I could dodge and attack. I was the wall you kept knocking on. By the time I listened, the knocking was gone. 6 months gone and the line still rings. You ask if I've eaten, send help when the month caves in. The things I never name you quietly bring. So what are we now? I never paid the cost. You're not my sugar daddy, but the receipts say I'm lost. I loved you then, maybe I love you still. Is it the same for you, or just goodwill? I can't read my own heart, can't tell what's true. Tell me, do you even know what you feel too? A transfer hits my phone, no note, no hey, like guilt or grace. I can't tell which today. I spent your patience like it came for free. Now you're still spending, but not on me, on the person you hoped I'd be. Took me this long just to admit it. I'm sorry, I'm grateful I held both till they split. You made a wreck like me feel worth the trouble. Showed up at my door when I was nothing but rubble, and it's too much. The crack in my voice, that's me shaking. Not relief, just the weight of all I'm taking. You left me 3 words, you said you did well at what I still can't tell. Was it pride or was it the sound of someone gently laying it down? You did well, proud of me, or done with me. The same 3 words hold both, and I can't see which door you closed when you said it soft. A blessing, or the moment you logged off. So what are we now? I still never paid the cost. You're not my sugar daddy, so why am I still lost? I loved you then, I think I love you still. Not the same for you, just goodwill. The transfer's still sitting there, I never sent it back. I don't know what that makes me, I just know you still pick up when I call back.
Of all the corners, all the bars in town, you walk into my local, sit yourself down. I nearly dropped my schooner, try to play it cool. 6 months of practice gone in one look from you. I had a whole speech ready should this day ever come. Forgot every line of it the second you said my name. Of all the places, here you are again. Same crooked smile I knew back then. I could've left, but I pulled up a chair. Of all the places, I'm still right there. You wave me over like no time has passed, like we weren't a fire that burned too fast. I sit down slow, say something about the weather, anything to keep us in the same room together. There's 100 better reasons to walk out that door, but I nod to the bar and order one more. Of all the places, here you are again. Same easy laugh, I'd know it anywhere. I could've left, but I pulled up a chair. Of all the places, I'm still right there. Maybe this town's just small, maybe that's all it is. A coincidence, a chair, a near empty glass. Or maybe some part of me hoped you'd be here and walked in anyway. After all this time, of all the places, here you are again. No grand design, no reason, no plan. I could've left, but I pulled up a chair. Of all the places, I'm still right there. You cut your hair, it suits you, I should say. Instead I stare like language walked away. Time kept moving while I stood still. New jacket, same hands wrapped around the bill. You cut your hair, you changed somehow. A stranger's outline on the face I know now. I miss the version in between all the ordinary days I never got to see. You order something I never knew you liked. Funny how a person drifts a little out of sight. I start counting all the small new things, the you I lost and the one you learned to be. You cut your hair, you changed somehow. Half the map I knew is missing now. But your eyes still do that thing, the only part of you I never stop remembering. Were there mornings you stood different in the light? Songs you started loving on some random Tuesday night. Small rooms, new friends, a life I couldn't ask about. The in-between's the part I can't get past. You catch me looking, give a little shrug, like you know I'm counting up the life I missed with us. I smile and say it suits you late, but anyway, you cut your hair and a year just slipped away. You cut your hair, you changed somehow, but you're still the one I notice in a crowd. Older eyes, the same old gleam, still the only face that pulls me out of any dream.
First round's on me, I say it too fast. Like buying time could make the evening last. You laugh and let me, like you always would. 2 glasses down before either of us understood. First round, soft and slow, neither of us naming where this goes. Just 2 old friends in a quiet bar. First round, and here we are. The Arvo light is fading through the glass. We talk around the years we let go past. You spin a coaster, I peel the label slow. Small nervous habits with nowhere else to go. First round, soft and slow, testing out the words before they show. We're just old friends or something more. First round, like before. There's a second round in this if we don't call it. A third, a last drink, spell a thing we might regret or might not. I can't call it from here. 1 glass in and you're sitting just as near. You ask if I want another light as anything, but the question underneath it is a heavier thing. like it cost me nothing at all. Trace the ring my glass left, watch the daylight fall. First round, soft and slow, turned into a reason not to go. We're just two people, the rest unsure. First round, then one more. How have you been? The easy one to ask. You give the easy answer back, neat and fast. Yeah, not bad, you know, just busy, same. But I leave a little room after your name. How have you been, really though? Not the line you give the people who barely know you. I've got all night and know where I need to be. So how have you been, really, with me? You set your glass down, took a breath, went quiet. The truth came slower, softer, almost shy. Just a tired honesty I hadn't earned. But you gave it anyway, and something turned. How have you been, really though? Underneath the version you let everybody know. You don't have to, but there's room to lean. So how have you been, really in between? You ask it back and I almost do the same. The fine, just fine, that keeps it all a game. But you waited out my silence once before. So I set the easy answer on the floor. I tell you it's been quiet, quieter than I'd like. That I talk to the kettle some nights. You don't laugh, you just nod like you've been there. Two people being honest finally somewhere. How have you been, really though? Now we said the thing we don't let others know. Still no idea what we are, you and me. But how have you been, really? God, it's good to see you.
You remember that servo 2 a.m. running on fumes? We laughed like the car had planned the joke too. The whole thing falling apart, and there we sat on the bonnet sharing chips. You remember that? You remember that? You remember that? The bright little pieces under all the black. Funny what survives when the rest goes flat. You're smiling now, so you remember that. The trip we never finished, the song we wore right out, the dumb fight in the kitchen. What was that even about? I keep them in a folder, I swear I don't go through. But you laughed just then, maybe you kept them too. You remember that, you remember that. The doorway, the diner, the old upstairs flat. We lost the plot, but somehow not all that. You're smiling now, so you remember that. Strange how the worst year still had nights made of gold. gets told. But sitting here, the middle's coming back. The before it all went black. You finish a story, I forgot I was inside. Fill in the half of it I'd let the years hide. We're laughing at a thing that should have made us cry. You remember that, and it turns out so do I. You remember that, the good we packed away and never unpacked. Maybe that's the part we never quite walked back. You're smiling now, so you remember that.
That made me right. You only know your side, yeah, I know that now. Took me long enough to lay my own one down. Go on, tell me yours. I won't cover the sound. Your side of it, the part I never let in. Too busy guarding mine to let you begin. I'm quiet now, I've got the time to sit. So tell me, love, tell me your side of it. Tell me your side of it. You're talking, I just nod, no need to defend. Turns out the story bends a little at your end. All the things you carried, I never thought to weigh. I hear them now, 6 months in a bar too late. Your side of it, the part I talk right past, holding my own version like it had to last. The silence I let grow, I'm done with it. So tell me, love, tell me your side of it. It's strange to hear the same night told two ways. The room I thought I knew rebuilt in what you say. I'm not defending, I'm just taking it in. The mess looks different from the side you stood in. You stop and ask me softly if I'm okay to hear it. I say keep going, even when it stings I'll bear it. Cause owing you this quiet is the least that I can give. A version of the truth I never let you live. Your side of it, I'm hearing all of it now. No interrupting, no keeping score. Somehow the wall I kept defending, I can finally quit. So tell me, love, tell me your side of it.
So young, fought about the washing up. Whose turn, whose mug, whose hair was in the cup. Slammed the cupboard so hard, the handle came away. Kept meaning to fix it, then let it stay. We were so young, so sure we knew it all. Life stacked in a flat too small. Look at us now, two grown-ups in a bar. Tender for the kids we were, and how young we are. You laugh about the night I left to clear my head. Walked 3 blocks, came back, you'd made the bed. never said sorry. We just made tea instead. Called it fixed, all the things we never said. We were so young, so sure we knew the way. Spent it all on being right, with nothing left to say. Look at us now, gone gentle in a bar. Easy on the kids we were, and how young we are. I wonder if we'd make it if we met us now. Knew which fights to lose, knew when to bow. But you can't run it back, can't redo the start. You just sit here older, with a kinder heart. You tell me you still can't fix a cupboard to this day, and we laugh too long the way you do at things that ache. Not bitter, not quite healed, just somewhere in the seam. The youngest we'll ever be again is now, it seems. We were so young, and look at us tonight. Not fixing what we broke, just holding it to the light. Two grown-ups, one quiet, far away bar. Tender for the kids we were, and how young we are.
I dance around it for a glass or two, then it slips out softer than I meant it to. So, are you seeing someone there? It's in the air. I watch your face for anything and try not to stare. Are you seeing someone? Is there someone now? I shouldn't even ask it, don't know why or how. I lost the right to wonder long ago, but God help me, I still want to know. You take your time, turn the glass around, choose every word like you're setting it down. There was for a bit, but it didn't really take, and something in me opens and I hate that I feel safe. Are you seeing someone? Is there someone there? I dress it up as small talk like I don't care, but the pause before you answer told me so. Maybe you still wanted me to know. It's none of my business, hasn't been all year. No claim, no say, no reason to lean near, and yet I'm leaning in to catch the truth, asking questions I've got no right to ask you. You ask me back, of course, and I go quiet too. Turns out it's just as hard to hand the truth to you. No, there's no one, no, I keep it low and plain. Neither of us rushes to change the subject again. Are you seeing someone? No, there's no one now. Two empty answers sitting between us somehow. We don't say what it means, we don't even try. Just let the no hang gently in the why. list of things I almost let myself say. Sitting just behind my teeth all night in the way. Did you keep the jumper? Did you ever drive past? Do you still take your coffee the same, or did that change at last? Things I almost asked, things I let go by, each one a little door I didn't walk through, didn't try. I keep them in my pocket, smooth as worn down glass. The things I almost asked, the things I let pass. Did you miss me in the ordinary hours? The Tuesday kind, no drama, no grand scenes, no flowers. The missing that just sits there through the ordinary hours. That's the one I wanna ask about, but don't, because I'm scared of ours. Things I almost asked, things I held instead. 100 questions that I left back in my head. I'm careful with the quiet, I don't want to break the glass. The things I almost asked, the things I let pass. Maybe some questions are better left as air. You ask them and the answer lands, and then you can't unhear. So I sip and let them settle, let them sink and stay. The things I almost asked can almost go away. But one of them sneaks out before I catch the rest. Were you happy in the end, or just doing your best? You don't answer quick, you let it sit a while, then give me half a truth and most of a smile. Things I almost asked, and one I finally did. The smallest of the doors, the one I longest hid. You answered soft and slow, like it cost you to look back. The thing I almost asked, the one I couldn't let pass. 12. One more round. 12, one more round. The glasses are empty, the bar's going quiet. There's a natural ending if neither of us fights it. You reach for your jacket, I reach for a lie. One more round, too quick before the night can die. One more round, one more reason to stay, one more excuse to keep the ending away. I'm not ready for the part where we say goodnight. So one more round, let's stretch the light. You sit back down and I make it no big thing, like I didn't just buy us another hour of everything. The bartender gives a look, he's seen this all before. Two people not quite leaving through the open door. One more round, one more song on low, one more way to not yet have to know what this was, what it wasn't, what comes after tonight. So one more round, let's keep the light. 'Cause the second we stand up, this whole thing has to land. We'll have to name it or leave it, stop brushing hands. And I'd rather stay in not knowing than face the cold. So I'll buy us all the not yet this bar can hold. You smile like you know exactly what I'm doing here, stretching out an evening that we both begin again. One more round, one more borrowed hour, one more turn of not letting the night turn sour. We don't fix a single thing, but we don't lose the light. So one more round, just one more night. Yeah. The glasses are empty, the bar's going quiet. There's a natural ending if neither of us fights it. You reach for your jacket, I reach for a lie. One more round, too quick, before the night can die. One more round, one more reason to stay. One more excuse to keep the ending away. I'm not ready for the part where we say goodnight. So one more round, let's stretch the light. You sit back down and I make it no big thing, like I didn't just buy us another hour of everything. The bartender gives a look, he's seen this all before. Two people not quite leaving through the open door. One more round, one more song on low. One more way to not yet have to know what this was, what it wasn't, what comes after tonight. So one more round, let's keep the light. 'Cause the second we stand up, this whole thing has to end. We'll have to name it or leave it, stop brushing hands. And I'd rather stay in not knowing than face the cold. So I'll buy us all the not yet this bar can hold. You smile like you know exactly what I'm doing here, stretching out an evening that we both know's too dear. You don't call me on it, you just settle back in. Go on then, one more, and we begin again. One more round, one more borrowed hour, one more turn of not letting the night turn sour. We don't fix a single thing, but we don't lose the light. So one more round, just one more night. We've talked the whole night sideways round the thing, neither of us touching the word underneath. Is this a closing chapter or a page we turn back to? I keep looking for an answer in the smallest thing you do. I don't know what this is, I don't think you do. Two maybes at a table, both a little overdue. Not quite the old us, not quite strangers either. I don't know what this is, and I won't rush to call it. You could just be kind the way you always were. You could be feeling it again, I can't be sure. I read you like I used to, but the script has changed. Same handwriting, all the meaning rearranged. I don't know what this is, can't put a name to it. The not knowing's almost kind, so second, me and you catch my eye and hold it just a bit too long. Long enough to tell me I'm not reading it wrong. Not so long it promises a single thing, just enough to set the whole night shimmering. I don't know what this is, and I've stopped trying to. Some things you just sit inside instead of seeing through. Not quite then, not quite over, somewhere in the mist. I don't know what this is, and I won't ruin.
I can't tell if you feel the floor tilt like I do, or if this easy evening's only easy to you. You laugh and lean and listen like you might still care, or like you're kind to everyone and I just happen to be there. Same as you or not, I really couldn't say whether you're somewhere I am or a world away. The same warm room can mean two different things, depending on the heart the evening brings. A year ago I'd know you in a single glance. Now I'm reading little signs like I'm gambling on a chance. The way you kept my coaster, or maybe you forgot if it means a thing at all, or I just want it to a lot. Same as you or not, the question won't sit still. Are we two of the same ache, or am I climbing this hill? Alone with you, just being decent, nothing more. Same as you or not, I'm scared to know for sure. 'Cause if I ask outright and you say no, it's not the same, then the evening ends and wanting takes the blame. So I leave the question sitting on the shelf and keep the maybe warm a little longer for myself. You button up your coat and leave the top one undone, like even leaving has a maybe tucked inside of one. I'll never solve you sitting here and reading every clue. Same as me or not, I guess that's down to you. Same as you or not, I likely never know. Some evenings you just live in, then let the not knowing go. Two people in a lounge with all the lights down low. Same as you or not, I'm not asking so.
You always came around when I had nothing left to give. A wreck of a person with a hard way to live. You'd show up at my door when the worst of me was out. Sat there in the rubble, never made it about you. Rubble at my door and you walked in anyway. Stepped over all the broken, found a place to stay. I never understood it, never asked what it was for. You just come and sit beside me in the rubble at my door. I was not an easy thing to love back then, sharp and self-defending, breaking it again. But you'd bring round soup and never say a word, just leave it warm and let me be absurd. Rubble at my door and you didn't flinch or run. Knew me at my worst and somehow still you'd come. I'm only seeing now the thing I missed before, how much it was you sitting in the rubble at my door. And here you are again, a year past all of that, same steady way of looking, same coat across your lap. I wanna ask you how you did it, how you stayed so kind to someone doing damage and so cruel to their own mind. You shrug like it was nothing, like it's just what people do. But it wasn't, and we both know that it wasn't. It was you. I never said thank you in a way that reached the floor. So thank you for staying in the rubble at my door. Rubble at my door and you walked in anyway. All the mess I was and still you'd stay. I don't know what we are now, but I know this much for sure. You were the one who sat with me in the rubble at my door. The barman calls last drinks, the nights run out of room. The lights come up a notch and chase away the gloom. They kept us soft and easy in the dark these hours through. Now the brightness shows us plain, just me and you. Last call and the room begins to close. Stools going up, cold air through the doors. Last call, the bell, the lights, the bill. We stretched it all we could and we're still not leaving. You gather up your jacket slow as you can make it. I fold and refold a napkin, like folding could delay it. The fridge is humming, click as someone shuts them down. The last warm corner of the night, the last one left in town. Last call and the floor gets swept around our feet. Chairs stacked on the tables where we talked across the seats. Last call, the music dies, the room goes still. We had all There's a door, and past it is the cold and the unknown. Whether we walk through together or alone, I don't know yet, you don't either, I can tell. We're just standing in the last warm light after the bell. The barman jangles keys, that gentle way of saying go. You step out to the footpath slow, and I follow slow. The door clicks shut behind us, locks us out into the night, and we still haven't moved apart, still standing in the light. Last call, and whatever happens now, we had this. We had tonight somehow. Last call, the bell, the lights, the door, whatever's on the other side. We're not strangers anymore. We're not strangers anymore.
We're out on the footpath now, the bar gone dark behind. Still talking in the after, no clean answer left to find. I've got the little stars still saved up on my map. Never hit delete, just kept each little scrap. Don't know what we are, don't know what we were. Can't read my own heart, and I can't read yours. Saving it one more day, keeping it alive. Don't know, and somehow we're still this side of goodbye. You haven't said goodnight, I haven't said let's go. We're standing in the cool beneath the streetlights' amber glow. Neither of us moving, neither calling it a night. Not lost, not found, just caught under the light. Don't know what this means, don't know your mind. Out here on the corner with the answer hard to find. Saving it one more day, leaving the door wide. Don't know, and I'm not ready to decide. A year of moving on, and look, I'm here again. No further than I was, but not the same as then. The map's still on my phone, the stars are still all gold, but you're not just a memory tonight. You're here in the cold. So I offer you my jacket, and you take it and you stay. We don't say the words, but we don't walk away. No idea what happens when the morning comes around, but for now we've got the corner and we're holding our ground. Oh. Don't know what we are, and I've stopped needing to. Some nights the not knowing is the truest thing that's true. Saving it one more day, keeping the stars aglow. Don't know, and for tonight I don't need to know.
people on a corner, lovers, strangers, friends. You hand me back my jacket, or you don't, you keep it on. The street light hums above us, and the bar is long since gone. Or maybe another, maybe one more after this. A coffee in the morning, a goodbye we'd both miss. I don't say it, you don't say it, but it's there. Or maybe another, maybe this doesn't end here. There's a version where we hug, call a cab, and that's the end. A gentle little closing, two people who were friends. And a version where you turn and say, you hungry? There's a place. And the whole night starts again, across a little table space. Or maybe another, one more street, one more song, one more reason not to say so long. I don't know which is coming, and I've let go of needing to. Or maybe another, maybe one more night with you. The morning's going to ask us what we are, but the morning isn't here, it's still just dark. And dark's a kind of place to leave it soft and wide. So I let the question float and let the night decide. So maybe good night, or maybe not, maybe I let go, or maybe I don't. Maybe another, maybe one more. The stars still saved and we're still here. Maybe the ending was never clear. Or maybe another.